Hello, so we're going to follow on from where we left off in the last video. So you right remember that what we said, if we wanted to repeat this print hello print by 100 times, we could write it 100 times, or to make it a bit shorter we could copy and paste it several times, and I have actually done that. So I've written it 100 times, so it'll print hello by 100 times. Let's see how long that code actually is. I'm scrolling down, 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 down. Ah, there we are. Finally we reached the end. 200 lines of code to print something that was quite simple. Something that should take a whole lot less time and lines and codes than this did. So I really don't recommend that you do things that way. Let's see if it does work anyhow. So if I play it, there we are there. Hello bye, hello bye, hello bye. I have to scroll up to get back to where it started. Okay, yep, so it's working okay. But as I said, I really don't recommend that you do that. So what I am going to do, I will go to the start of the program. A quick shortcut to go to the start. If you hold down the control key and then home, it will take you to the very start. So I only really need one of these hellos and one of these byes to print. I'll keep the first two and get rid of the rest. If I hold down shift, and if I go left, right, up, down, I can select it. So I'm going to hold down shift, hold down control, hold down end, and that will select everything until I get to the end. And then I'll press the delete key to delete all those other hellos and byes. There we are. So how would we do it so we could repeat this 100 times? Well, if you want to repeat something a certain number of times, that would be a for loop. Now to write a for loop in Python, it might not surprise you, the first word we're going to write is for. F-O-R, it comes up in the list, go down to it, press enter. For. Next thing we need to do is we need to make a variable for the for loop that will count up. So I'm not actually going to use this variable to count up, but we still need to write it, so I'll just say I just now. Then we write in range. In range. After that we do brackets, just like as you would a function, and inside we can write how many times we are going to do it. So I'm going to write 100. Okay, you might notice there's a little red squiggly line at the bottom, meaning that there's some kind of error. What is missing is a colon. There we are. Now there is an error on this line here. It says print hello. There's an error at this line here. The reason being because the thing we want to repeat for the for loop must be indented, have a margin or moved in a bit. Now if I didn't have that, and if I just press enter, then it will do it for me. So then I could have wrote print here. Okay, if you don't have one, you can go to the beginning of a line and you can press the tab key. This will be above the caps lock key. It might have the word tab on it, or it might show two arrows going left and right. There we are, I got rid of the error. Now if I want to repeat the print by 100 times, I'd have to indent it as well to make it part of the loop. If I don't indent it, it's not part of the loop, so it won't repeat, it will just do it once. So if I indent that, and I'll save it before I run it, so I don't lose anything. And I can go to the top right hand corner, click the triangle to run the program, and it does exactly the same thing. There you are. 200 lines of code has now been shortened to just 3. So hopefully that will give you an idea of how useful it is to use loops, so you don't have to keep writing the same thing over and over again. You might also think it's a bit clearer and more obvious what is going on, because you can see right away that I am repeating this thing 100 times. The number that is inside of a range. Whereas if I just had lots of hello byes, then it might not be very clear that I am repeating the same thing so many times. There are actually other ways that we could do this as well, but perhaps that's for another time. There's also other ways that we could use a for loop as well, and that is something that we'll look in one of the later videos in this part. Bye for now.